writing part one. So I'm still waiting for people to join us. Let me see. Yeah. So, hi. Yeah, long time no see. So, yeah, I hope everything is fine. Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going? How are you? It's a nice morning out there, out here, and it's evening out there, right? It's 9 p.m. Yeah, so it's gonna be like a real fun lesson tonight. So we're still waiting for some people to join us. All right, so it's Thursday and it's 9 p.m. Hey, Alex. Yeah, good to see you guys. It's 9 p.m. and we're about to start our class on Supreme. So, how is Supreme actually connected to, hey guys, yeah. How is Supreme actually connected with writing part one? So yeah, I've decided to, well, to think about it and give you like a little bit a different lesson on writing part one. Yeah, because usually the graphs are boring. Yeah, I know that. And the main aim here is to learn how to describe graphs. As you know, guys, there are different types of graphs in writing part one. There can be a line graph, there can be a bar chart or bar graph, there can be a table, a pie chart, or there can be two different graphs, like a line graph and a table, two pie charts. So it's a mix. Yes, there can be maps and processes, but that's a completely different story. Today, we're going to focus on line graphs, bar charts, pie charts, and tables, and like precisely on line graphs. All right, let me delete everything. Sorry, clear. All right. So we'll focus on line graphs because it's easier to explain how to use the vocabulary, how to describe a graph. It's not that hard. And the easiest trick here is that actually you can use the same vocabulary for all types of graphs. Everywhere where you see a trend, what is a trend is the difference, yes, so in numbers for a certain period of time. Everywhere in a graph, you're going, almost everywhere in a graph, you're going to see the difference, yes? So here we're comparing 2 years. Again, here it's just January, February. So we can see dynamics, yeah? So it's a trend, actually. So that is why the same words, you can use the same words here. You just learn them, get a hang of this, and that's it. That's really easy to describe. Just one thing, we need to learn the words. And today we're going to practice this. All right. How is actually Supreme connected to line graphs? Well, I've decided to give this lesson connected to Supreme. I guess it's a really popular brand among you guys, among a lot of young people all over the world. I'll just remind you that it's an American skateboarding shop and clothing brand in New York City, and it's been there since 1994. Well, it's been a usual skateboarding shop. Nobody really, nobody cared actually. It was just there. But suddenly, somewhere in 2017, so this brand has become really popular since then. And as you know, people actually, they have limited edition of everything, and people actually have to, well, have to wait in lines before getting there to the store or ordering something online. It's really hard to buy something. That is why the value of all those items is really, really high. I mean, it's really expensive to buy a t-shirt, especially with this box logo, or if Supreme has a collaboration with some brand like North Face or other brands or Louis Vuitton, for example, it's it's I don't know. It's really expensive. It's really expensive. So, and I want to make our lesson a little bit more exciting than describing graphs from real IELTS about CO2 emissions or about electricity production. It's a little bit boring. So let's just have fun and practice describing this graph. All right. When did actually Supreme become famous? Let's see. So it's January 2004, 10 years after it's been established, right? Then 8, 12, and April 1st, 2017. Look here. So it's, yeah, it became really famous. Well, first of all, in any graph, we need to write the overview. What is an overview? This is just a paragraph with something that you can clearly see just like that, without any numbers. What can you see here? Yes, it's general idea. Thank you, Alex. Definitely, it's general idea. So what can we see here on this graph? Just don't look at numbers. We don't need these numbers. All that we can see is this, all right? It's a peak here, exactly. Yes, exactly. So we'll definitely, let me clear everything. So we'll definitely mention this in our overview that in 2017 there was a peak. So there was a peak, yes, all right, of Supreme sales or Supreme's popularity. I don't know, you can name it like you want, guys. So definitely we're going to single out this year and that there was a peak. Well, actually, we can also say something like it's been on the same level here during all like the period until 2017. It's up to you. You can mention this or not, but definitely 100% we're going to mention that there was a peak in 2017. So the first step actually here is to see the big picture, yes, to single out the main idea here. So this is about your overview. Because guys, if you don't have an overview, you're going to get only 5. Even if your grammar is perfect or your vocabulary is perfect, there's going to be only 5 because you don't actually fulfill the task. The task is to summarize and compare the data. What are we doing? Summarizing. This is a summary. So overview is a summary. So we're done with the summary. It's been pretty easy, right? Now let's look at vocabulary. Yes, actually, and the biggest picture also that we see here. So before we look at vocabulary of upward and downward trends, I want to like learn vocabulary or just remind you about the vocabulary of this stage, of the first stage in the graph, where it actually remained unchanged, or you can say it remained steady or stable, constant, fixed, static. There's so many synonyms. Pick up the ones you like and use, all right? Another one which we can use here is fluctuated, but slightly. Let me clear this once again because, yeah. So as you can see, the line is not really even. It's like that here. So we can say it fluctuated slightly or it remained relatively unchanged, all right? So the main thing here with grammar is that we have the period from 2004 to 2017. It's the past period. That is why we use the past tense here. It's important, guys. It's the first thing which you should mention, you should like notice here looking at the graph. Now you try. Let's describe the rest of the graph, and we'll try with practicing the vocabulary of the upward trend. All right. So before you give me your ideas, you share your ideas, I want to mention some verbs here and nouns. And a great trick here, examiners like when you use both verb phrases and noun phrases. All right. So one sentence can be with a verb, another one can be with a noun. So give me your examples with verbs. Remember that we need to use the past tense with the verbs, right? All of them are, mostly all of them are regular verbs except for rise and go up, I think, right? Peaked, jumped, climbed. No, grow, of course. These three have irregular forms. Could you please text me? Could you please send me the past tense of these three verbs, the verbs rise, grow, and go up? Could you please send me the past form of these verbs? Do you remember? All right, do you remember, guys? So the past for rise is, yeah, come on, don't be shy. I'm pretty sure you know. The past form of rise is rose, exactly. Exactly. All right, be careful. Rises is good. Rises is good, but when it's present. We can say that the popularity of Supreme rises right now, but we're speaking about a period from 2004 to 2000. It's rose. Yeah, thank you for your variants, guys. Be careful here. It's rose. So rise, rose, reason. These are the three forms of the verb. We don't need reason here. That's why I won't confuse you with this. All right, it's rose. The past of rise is rose. What about the verb grow? What about the verb grow? It's grew. Thank you. All right, it's grew. And the past form of go up? Yes, grow, grew, grow. Went up, exactly, thank you. Went up. So be really careful here. These verbs are going to be used in this form because we have the past period, yeah? Thank you for your help. Thank you, guys, thank you. Okay, so let's describe. You can use any of these verbs. In case you don't remember the form, just use the verb increase. It's going to be increased. You just add D there, that's it, right? Or jumped or peaked. All right, how can we describe? Let's build up a sentence. Let's build up a sentence about this period. Oh, just a second, guys, about this period. All right, 2017. Let's say the popularity of Supreme. What happened? All right, let me type the popularity. Oops. Of Supreme. Yeah, okay, great. Great variant, Alex. The popularity of Supreme, we got increased abruptly. Great, increased abruptly. Like, let me hear other variants. Look, there's so many verbs: rise, improve, grow, climb, jump. Yeah, but remember, rise is rose, grow is grew, and what else is there? Went up. Yeah, so share your variants. Increased. Oops. Sorry, a little bit. Great job, great job. This is actually the way, like the manner. Show the rapid growth. Perfect. Perfect. So you see, we can actually mix Both variants are absolutely fine. So, oops, I missed the letter here. Increased, of course, increased. So we can use a verb phrase. So you can use a verb and an adverb. How? It increased abruptly. It increased significantly. Significantly is like a general word for everything. It means like a lot, all right? So you can remember 2 or 3 phrases for this, because here we are describing just one line. In exam, you're going to have other lines, for example, Supreme compared with Nike brand, or Supreme compared to some other brand, I don't know. So in comparison, you need different verbs and different nouns. For example, here we have increased abruptly, and if we had, for example, Nike here, so we could say, we could use this phrase from the chat, showed a rapid growth, right? So Nike showed a rapid growth. Sorry, I won't write the full. So you get the idea, guys, right? That we need actually to mix verbs with nouns. But the thing is that with the verbs, verbs are usually followed by adverbs with ly. Yes. So if you use a verb, it should be like the adverb should stand after it. So it's, so for example, sorry, I'd better type because I don't like my handwriting here. So for example, increased significantly. Yeah. How? Significantly. If you guys use a noun, so it's a rapid growth. So here it's absolutely vice versa. You use an adjective without ly, no ly, it's just rapid, significant, high, I don't know, slight, something like that, growth. So verb plus adverb, but adjective plus noun, vice versa, different position. I think you got this. You got this. Let's try to describe the next phase, the next period after April the 1st, 2017. And we're going to learn the verbs with the downward trend. All right, let's go. Sorry. Let's go. Yeah, it's past simple. We actually did it right now. All right, this is the vocabulary for downward trend. So these are the verbs, the same here: decrease, fall, decline, drop, dip, go down, and to plummet. Be really careful with plummet, because plummet is like from zero, where is this? It's like from zero to 100, like at once. So this could be, yes. Sorry, it's downward trend. What am I doing? Sorry. So for example, from 100 to 0, this could be to plummet. Be really careful here. And if you are an advanced or upper intermediate level student, yeah, you know the difference. If you are just starting your preparation, be careful with these words. Just go with decrease, fall, decline, drop for the first time, and then you'll get it. All right. So again, we have some irregular verbs here. Who could tell me the second, the past tense of the verb fall? So what's the past here? Remember, yeah, it fell. Yes. Decline is regular. Drop, dropped, double P, dropped. To dip, dipped, double P again. To go down, you know the verb go, so it's went down. It's easy. Right. So who can share a sentence? So let me show you this part of the graph a little bit. Yes. So we need to zoom it. Zoom. So as you can see, we have already done this part. So we've done this. Now let's describe this declining trend. Who can give me an example sentence with the verbs first and then with the nouns? So choose any verb here. Decrease, fall, but it's gonna be fell. It's gonna be fell here. Yes, it's gonna be went down. So who can share your variants? Mine will be, I'll just type my variant and you guys think it over, send it to me. Fall down slightly. Yes, perfect, perfect. Yeah, because it's not actually a significant fall here, so it's a slight one. Perfect, I like it. It's like accurate. It's accurate. What can we say? Oh, one more moment, guys. This is the popularity of Supreme or sales. Let's say the sales this time. The previous one was popularity. This time it's going to be sales. All right. But it would be a mistake to write Supreme fell or Supreme rose. No, it's not Supreme who is rising. Yeah, actually it is, but it's academic and formal writing. Be really careful here. Don't write, I don't know, electricity went up, electricity went down. No, it's the amount of electricity. Yes, here we are comparing sales, for example. So these sales declined. I would say declined. Sorry, I need to move this, but I don't know how. So yeah, let me, oh God, I just can't. Once again, the sales declined. And what was the adverb? Slightly. I love this. I love this. Slightly. Let's use this. Or fell or declined or decreased. Any other word. So the sales of Supreme shows fell mildly. We don't need actually the verb shows here. You're great. You're great in this. The sales of Supreme fell mildly. Thank you very much for this sentence. If I'm not mistaken, Cece, thank you very much. It's a great sentence. Great job. But be careful with the word shows. We don't actually need this because we've mentioned it in the beginning. For example, the line graph shows, the line graph shows. That's the only word which we can use in the present because the line graph shows right now. All other description, like the following description, is going to be in the past because it's the past year. Yeah, be careful here. The interest, great. The interest of the brand dropped in general with some fluctuations since. So this is a more detailed description. Yes, yes. So let's stick to this. Great example. Thank you. So I see so many variants. Your guys great. So fell down slightly, fell mildly, then dropped in general with some fluctuations. See more words here and you can win with the word count, right? Because remember, you have to write more than 150 words here. And if you make sentences longer with detailed description, it's good. Like here in this sentence, yes, with some fluctuation. Yeah, you're winning with words. Your sentence is complex, is a complex sentence, right? And you're killing two birds with one stone. The grammar score with complex structures, yes, with complex sentences, not just it fell, full stop, it went up, full stop. So it's too easy and it's a lower score. For a higher score, you need compound sentences, yes. After a significant increase, the popularity of Supreme went down slightly, and I don't know, and showed, I don't know how much is it here, but it's probably 80%. It's probably 80%, and showed 80% by the end of the period, by the end of the 13-year period, something like that. Yeah, the more words you build into your sentence, the better. So learn to write longer sentences. And now, guys, let's try to make up a phrase with a noun. Yeah, so with nouns, remember with nouns, remember that we can use adjectives. So what kind of decrease was that? Yes, so we had the word slightly. What you guys can do here is just take away the suffix ly, and it's gonna be the adjective. Yes, but the position is in front of the noun right now, so it's not following it, but it's just there. So first goes an adjective, a slight, just a second, a slight decrease. For example, what other adverbs have you used here? Mildly. So what are we doing here? So mildly, we're taking away this. It will be a mild fall, for example. Yeah, a slight decline occurred. Perfect. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Right. An apparent decrease. I like it, Judy. An apparent decrease. Wow. Great. And what I like here is that you didn't forget the article. Remember about the article here. Oh, yeah. Always use an indefinite article. A slight decrease, a mild fall, a something decline. So I forgot, and so I was remembering this one. An apparent decrease. Yes. So guys, to recap, try to use both verbs and nouns. The thing is not to impress the examiner with the words like plummet, soar, or plunge. Yes, those are perfect, but you don't always have the graphs with extreme numbers. Sometimes it's just a mere fluctuation and you need different vocabulary. What you need to do here, and to get great score on vocabulary and on grammar both, is to mix verbs and nouns. Yes, and if you use adverbs, slightly, mildly, or adjectives with the nouns like slight, mild, apparent, it would be much better for a higher score. It's going to be 7+. Okay, so all in all, you gotta have the same vocabulary for downward trend, the same vocabulary for upward trend. Learn it, practice using it in bar graphs, in pie charts, in tables, in line graphs, everywhere where there is a trend. And yeah, it's gonna be really easy for you. So do you have any questions? We're gonna finish this class. If you don't have any questions, yeah, I want to just thank you, everyone. Yeah, I want to thank you, everyone, for taking part here in this class, because every time I see that you guys get my ideas and you practice here and you send me your variants, it's amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna see you next Thursday, same time, 9 p.m. Yeah, great class, guys. Yeah, great participation. I really love when you guys talk to me, that I'm not talking to my computer, I'm just talking to you. And I can see your progress, by the way. Right, so hope it was useful. See you next time. Right, have a nice day, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.